Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is USA Global TV and Radio. I'm Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and our show today is the Creative Hearts Awakening Show. This show is in alignment with a new book series that Dr. Madalene Chan and I are working on together for creative hearts around the world to come forth and share their story, to not only motivate other people, but also to acknowledge how something in their life really caused their creative heart to awaken and to come alive. So without further ado, it's time to introduce Dr. Madalene Chan, who is a very dear friend, my soul sister, and she's in London. She's an international award-winning singer, songwriter. She's a producer. She's a director. She's an author. She's an entrepreneur, and she's a television show host. Let's welcome her to the program. Yay!
Hi, Dr. JACALYN.
How are you today?
I'm well, actually. Yeah, I mean, because it's Mercury retrograde at the moment, so it basically means all miscommunication and all techie is all kind of out of alignment, where normally it would be in alignment. So everything is it's almost like we're getting tested, and it's about endurance and just not losing your rag, basically.
I've had all kinds of technology problems today. I shouldn't say problems, but challenges, glitches here, there, and everywhere. So I can definitely say that the Mercury retrograde is alive and well here. So
well,
yes. You're going to be talking about ego and the creative heart. So what is it that you want people to take away from this particular episode of this program?
Interesting question. I would like people to take away the fact that to awaken and to know when your creative heart is speaking from a pure source of information, rather than your creativity being led by your ego.
Wow.
There's a big difference.
That's very profound. When I see the background that we have behind us, I feel energized and awakened, as though I've just walked through that opening. And I kind of feel like that's the same thing that happens when we realize that we have an ego. And we realize that we have choices, that are we going to lead with our ego? We're going to lead with our heart. And you really help people by awakening their soul. Tell us more about that.
I mean, basically in the way that your soul and heart is where within our hearts, our human hearts, is a center. If you think of it like a torch with a little flame. You know, when you get a lighter and you get that little tiny flame, think of it in that way. And at the moment, it's very tiny. But when you go on the journey of creativity, and you bring your heart out, because when you start to how can I say, from your thoughts, and you start to visualize imagery or write it down or type it up, then that is actually coming from your heart. It is not ego because there is no room for ego at that point. So the ego will come into play once you've created something, once you've created your template of your invention or your project. That's when the ego comes in. But at the point of when you create something or co-create, because we are creators co-creating with the universe and all that is, there is no ego. It's pure. It's like when a baby is born, the purity of that baby is no ego, just people's hearts just burst open like this when they see a young baby, a baby being born and a baby just coming into the world. It's natural for our hearts just to, give that wow, like a jolt. And at that jolt is this little light that's expanding slowly and slowly, but it's very slow. It's very slow. But once you go on your path, it starts to grow and enlarge and expand. And that's what we're here for. We're here for us to connect to that inner flame, that inner sanctum of our sacred heart. So that's what it means.
Thank you very much. Dr. Chan, we have this lovely book that is here next to us. It's a mock-up, obviously. Look how I did that. How so perfect. Almost.
Oh, it's amazing. And look, I've got it. I've got it. See how perfectly balanced that is.
Yes. So we're going to be changing the cover, actually, and possibly the title. And you actually had this fabulous idea. Tell us a little bit about how this scope of the project is changing, and it's going to make it more accessible to more people globally.
Well, I was realizing that creativity isn't just the arts. In fact, I slept on it, and it's almost like spirit. I received downloads, and it's almost, they said to me, the universe said, creative heart is not about the arts and the film and moving pictures and this. For example, God creates the universe and this planet and all its magic and all its colors and all its patterns and all its energy, everything, all that is. And it's almost saying you have to look at the bigger picture. Whatever you're doing, you are actually, creating. But you are co-creating with higher dimensions. So we co-create with using our higher consciousness, our higher selves connected to the divine and all that is. So that's what, and from that I thought, hey, wait a minute, wow, that eureka moment. And it's almost like the universe said, people have to realize it's creative is about creating something from the heart, from enjoyment, from love, from creating something from a pure essence of love. And it cannot only be film and music. A creative heart can function and work and expand in any area in life. It's about, as long as you have your heart open and there is love there, a genuine love, a genuine passion, a genuine balance of your male energy and female energy. So your male energy about getting the vision and going for it, going for what your dreams are. And the female energy to nurture, to watch over, to care, to make so more in the heart, but then with the masculine, a divine mind with the application of love. And this is why if you put this with anything you do, you are actually creating. So when you're cooking, you're creating with your hands. Sorry, you can create. We are here as co-creators with the universe, with the energy. We are co-creating and manifesting all we desire and require, all we bring into thought, our actions, our mind, our thoughts, our words. We are continuously creating. The day we stop creating is the day we leave the planet.
Wow, that was very profound. We had to wait a second for that to settle in.
Yeah, I had to as well. I just get like downloads.
Dr. Chan, as you know, we're doing this project, the Creative Hearts Awakening, to really showcase and spotlight people who want to come forth and share their story in a very easy way. I feel the process that we've made, we have 3 options for people to come on board this book collaboration. But I know you're going to say it more eloquently than I have. So what would you say is something that people can take away about being in this project, this book collaboration?
I think, good question, actually, Dr. JACALYN. The reason why it would be good for people to be, for any creatives, to be in this book is almost like, through creativity, it's almost like a testimony to human evolution through being creatives. So what I felt was really empowering and powerful is to have a book, a big book that represents everyone's creativity, everyone's point of when they woke up to their true divine creativity, and how it affected their life and changed their life, which will empower so many more. And it's almost going to become kind of like an encyclopedia to life, the testimony to life. And instead of it being pages and pages and books of biographies and everything like this, it's almost like everyone has a chapter, depends what package they go for, but everyone has a chapter, and that chapter is their special code and special mark in this life for creative human evolution, and how creativity is what's going to bring the world to bring a balance and bring love and peace and fair justice, because creativity is that's what it is. Creative. We are creatives, creativity. So it's important to be in this book, and it will be a celebration to be in this book, because you'll be sharing with everyone the point of when you woke up and on your journey. And it's not just one person as an ego. It's about all of us as a collective heart. Doing our piece, sharing our story, sharing our wisdom, sharing our love, sharing to the point of when that we awakened, and therefore it will help others to know, hey, come on, there's something about this creative heart, you know. It's not just about film and TV and the arts. It's the heart. It's the heart, creative heart. And that's why it's important, because we've got to build something. This book is going to be a testimony for the creative heart evolution.
Brilliant answer as always, Dr. Chan. Thank you. What about people who already have their own books? They're authors, they've already written something. Is there any reason why it would make sense for them to come along on this project?
Yes. Yes. Because this project is of pure source. This project is of not tainted with ego. This project is born from the heart, born from the soul, and carries an energy that bridges our world of humanity to our higher consciousness, our higher world, our higher self. This book, it has the energy of this. And because this book has this energy, an unseen energy, but it was born of this. So it was not born for one person or one biography. It was born for the collective, and therefore it's important. I think it's heartful. Heart is it's wholesome and heartfulness if you're part of this energy. So it's not just about the book. It's about being part of this energy, which is magical, which is a wakefulness, which is actualizing, realizing, becoming. Therefore, if you have a book out there, it's wonderful, it's fantastic you have this and you're on this mission. But don't forget, this is about everyone being part of the collective. And there's no ego attached to it. There's no room for the ego, because we're all in this together, or who choose to be part of this.
Beautiful. I know, Dr. Chan, you do some work with children also, and you and I are co-writing some of our Lady Ella series. We had a new series that we've just launched, The Magical Adventures of Lady Ella and Her Superpowered Friends. I think we do have a graphic. Let me take a peek.
Got the cover? Wow.
Of course, I don't have it here. I'll go look for it. But oh, here it is. I'm sorry.
It appears.
I think that's the original one, isn't it? We've made some changes there.
We've made some changes, but the energy's there. The magical adventures.
I think even that we're on the Creative Hearts Awakening show, but I think it's important because children are a big inspiration, as we know, and our goal and mission is to teach the power of listening so that people can wake up to their creative hearts, because they're truly in touch with their soul. They're truly present, and they're truly in their childlike essence. So what are your thoughts about the value that you are going to have by reading to children and singing to children?
Well, I've always, throughout everything that I've gone through in my life, all kinds of vibrations, lower vibrations, higher vibration, all kinds of things, all kinds. And I've always remained a childlike essence. I've never, ever grown up from my childlike essence, no matter what I went through. And so because of this, I feel that I'm kind of I enjoy being on the level with the children, safeguarding them, of course, but just really expressing myself and just being really kiddyish and just enjoying. And they just get the energy. they just get it. They go, oh, you're taller than us, but you're like us. You are like us. And that's when you get acceptance. You get acceptance. And once you've got that trust and acceptance, then the children just grow with their creativity, grow with their voice, grow with their expression. And I feel that it's going to be such a wonderful experience to read to the children and to see their reactions, each of them, and just to encourage togetherness and how to help each other and listen out to each other. I mean, it depends what age group. If I'm reading to babies, then of course it's a little bit different to like toddlers. But the energy is there. And because I'm very childlike essence, so it really makes sense because I can connect to them on that level.
That's beautiful. Do you feel that when you're reading to children that it's best to use your real voice, or should you use like a baby voice, like when we talk to pets? Come here, Fido, come here. What do you think really resonates best with children?
I think a little bit of both. I think to start the narrator, the storytelling, because within a story, they always have the conversations and the characters. And for the children to identify the characters and hear, they need to hear a different voice. They need to hear a different sound frequency, even in the way that you express with your movements. They need to see that change, to see the difference between the narrator, and it keeps them. Otherwise, the children will become bored. Because if you stay in a monotone, just reading the narrator, the children lose interest. But once you start to implement different characters with their different voices and sounds, whether it's a little baby voice, or a low voice like that, or something, all different sounds, the children's ears almost open and they pick up the sound signals and they go, oh, that was a different sound to what I heard before. Oh, that's a different one. And therefore, you've captured their imagination and you've captured their listening, and you've captured their focus.
I really enjoyed that. I was just thinking through all the different voices and animations that you can do. I saw a movie recently where Tom Hanks was reading to children, and he was reading in a regular voice, and the child said, "No, you need to sound like the bear."
Yeah. Because they identify with that. So that shows that they then can relate and remember the character through sound. And it helps to improve their listening skills as well.
You are a vocal coach and you work with people, you work with me. What are some of the first steps that you do for someone to actually be present so that they can be on the journey to awaken? Can you share some of them with us?
So are you saying that awaken to their voice?
Awaken to their voice.
Awaken to their voice.
We definitely know people who don't even like the sound of their voice, and maybe they have a good voice, but how do you get people to be awakened to their voice using different techniques?
Well, first and foremost, it's important to be relaxed. So breathing is our essential fuel to life. It is, therefore, if you're calm and if you're relaxed and centered, then we can work. If you're coming in and you're just you're full of anxiety or your mind is somewhere else, I have to first of all ask my students or anyone I'm working with to just stop what they're doing, and not even, I ask them whatever they were doing at that time and their what they were feeling, we need to release this by doing these calm breathing, almost like just breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth, just to slow you down and center you, so that that person is then completely present. And being completely present, there's a lot of work that I can work with them, and they in return are focused, and I have their attention just like they have my attention. And then we can cover so much. There were times that I had some students that I didn't even realize that at the time about being present. And it would take, honestly, it would take about 25 minutes before I would actually get till actually they would bring out their voice and feel comfortable. So I had to learn this. A lot of my things is about, I learn first in the way that life teaches me. And then from what I've learned, I then can share and say, I've done this. I've actually done this. I've been through that. So I can help you. I think I really believe a state of calmness, a state of beingness, being in the moment. I can work with so much. And then, of course, I start to work with, and once they're centered and calm, I then start to let them listen to their voice. So I don't ask them to sing a song. No, far from it. I ask them to pretend that they are connected, well, not pretend, but they are connected in visual to Mother Earth and to the universe and to just to the elements. And with that, because they're focusing so much on the image of, like, say, soil, the seeds, the sun, I ask them to bring a certain sound and a resonance. And it's almost like we've got the chakras, which is energy wheels. So I work basically to help to bring out the natural tones of the voice, but the body voice, the body voice. And the body voice is the resonance of the different singing tones of the energy wheels, really. But I tend not to say energy wheels because a lot of people at that time, for example, they feel, oh, this is taboo. In fact, a few years ago, people, if you start doing singing lessons and you start bringing in chakras and energy wheels, they'll go, oh, no, I don't want that spiritual stuff. Suddenly you've got a block. So if you refer it to something that they see on an everyday, trees, the sun, the soil, seeds, mountains, strong shapes, shooting stars, then through this, they start to bring out certain resonance and sounds. So we go from the lowest sound tone, which, for example, is not a natural speaking tone. It's below that. So the only way that we affiliate it with is a seed underneath the soil. So it's not a pretty sound, but it is a sound. It's not a note. It's just a sound, a frequency. And we just work up through all the sounds, all the way through the body, up to the head. And we open that out and we go even higher with the sound and resonance. And because we're not playing notes on a piano, because we're relaxed in that visualization connected with sound and resonance of your body sound, then you're relaxed because your mind doesn't say, hey, this is too high. Your mind is saying, oh, I see, you're out in nature, you're relaxing. Because don't forget, your mind cannot see what you're doing. It's your eyes that see what you're doing, that send signals to your brain and your mind. Oh, this is what you're doing. Your mind cannot see. Therefore, if you're feeling it and seeing it, then your mind knows you are there, present in that paradise, or whether you're a tree or whether you're a seed. So therefore, the mind goes, okay. Well, I went a bit off track there, but I don't know. I just received a download about that. I'm always like this.
I was going to say, because I've done this work with you, we could try to just do maybe the little lower part just to give people an idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So, right, let's just do some deep breathing. So let's relax and let's just breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And every time you're doing that, think of the shore coming in and going out, and coming in, coming out, until you feel yourself almost being calmness and just centered, just and then you open your eyes, and then you should be just here in the moment and a calmness. Now, from this, we are going to now go and be in the soil and be a seed. So how we're going to do this, I want you to visualize you as this seed in the soil, not in your body form, but just metamorphosing as the seed. So you're going to breathe in through your nose and you're going to let out a sound going, ah. So you're going to go, ah. Remember, it's not attractive, but it's the lowest sound and resonance of your body sound, body voice sound. Good. Yeah, you can hear this bit of a scratchy.
Cracking.
But yeah, cracking. Now, the seed is starting to burst open. So you're going to go, and you're almost going to feel like a vibration, a resonance in the lower part of your root chakra, the root, just below the belly button. Shall I try that? Wonderful. See that you were more comfortable with that tone. Now the seed is now sprouting up from the soil. So we're going to go breathe in through the nose. So you're going to breathe that seed and sprout up from the soil. It's saying hello. And still, we are here. We are around the solar plexus now. We're just above the root chakra, and we're just inside the emotional side, which is the water. It's water, emotional side. So now what we're going to do is the moon. The moon, we're going to close. So we're going to go breathe in and go. Lovely. And now, next day, the sun is going to rise, which is the sun, funny, is the middle part of our emotions. It's our solar plexus. It's the middle emotion. So the sun opens like this. So you're coming into the second part of your body voice sound. So you're going to... Yes. Now, the next one, we're going to have like, it's almost like the strength of your emotions. A lot of people, and so think of something that is a powerful shape. For me, it's a triangle. It's a mountain or pyramids of Giza or so, for example. But what this is our highly developed emotions. Now, this is the part where people, honestly, wavering naturally. So you're going to go breathe in and go. And it's very shaky for me. It is shaky because I haven't done any singing for a while. No. Just that. Yeah. So that's quite, to be honest, that's quite strong. Your emotional, sorry, your emotions are really in a strong place.
Is that good?
Yeah, very good.
Yay.
Very, very good. I mean, I've just gone through quite a few emotions today, so mine's a bit all over the place, but your emotions are strong and centered.
I feel they are. I feel they're very focused.
And it also might be because you're doing strengthening of your core muscle.
Could be.
Within your here. So you strengthened it. And I can hear the sound. It's healthy.
When I first started doing vocal lessons with you, I wasn't able to do the workout that I do today because they don't have any places in New Jersey. So that could make sense.
Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. So now what you're going to do is we're going to hold on. We're going to imagine that we're this shooting star that is powerful, or a comet. Powerful at the beginning, tail at ends. So you're going to do this in one breath, and you'll feel a pull at the back of your back, which is a natural indication you need to take a breath, but I don't want you to. So you're going to breathe in. And that last bit of breath, you have to contract the stomach to push the air through. Yes, I think you could have gone even more.
I could have, yeah. Because
you do it until you just kind of, I can't breathe anymore, that type of thing.
Yeah, I could have gone more.
The tail end, yeah. So it's almost like, so you just keep going through, and then so we're around about here. Now we need to go here, more here, which is your throat, your communication. And we go here to the point of when we get to around here, which when we start going into our, what we call our head voice, our chakra voice. So we go through here to the third eye, and then we go to the chakra. So how we do this, we're just going to continue saying all the way through until we reach a tone that is thinner to the sound that we've been producing. So that was the change. So can you, yeah, so you've got to carry on until you get that head voice.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Wonderful. Great. And so at that point, when you reach your head voice, I want you to take a breath in and sing every sound after. So it could be the sea coming in and going back out, or it could be a flower opening and closing. And how you do this, you're breathing in.
Wow, that was something.
So what I felt was, as my crown was opening, a beam of light came through and took me up there. So it's your receptive, that dolphin communication. It's that resonance of a high resonance. So that shows that my connection to the higher realms is there, but my part here needs a little bit of work, which is my emotional intelligence, I guess, what you could call it. That's what it's showing me today. There's something out of alignment there. But this is just
open, wide open.
Yeah, and my lower one is okay, but it's just this middle part. The heart is there, but it's this emotions. It's this big sun. I'm getting sunburned. You want to try?
I'll give it a try, and then we have to wrap up, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, my. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Okay.
Great. So that shows that you have definitely a strong emotional intelligence, definitely strong in your root chakra, in your, strength and Amazonian strength and survival, and strong in that, strong in your emotions, strong in your heart, strong in communication, but improvement in your third eye, to your higher consciousness, to your chakra, connecting to the divine and all that is.
Interesting. So we're at opposite places.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're being brought together.
Yeah.
But we're both in the heart. We're both
Yes.
strongly in that heart. Yeah.
That was a fun exercise. Thank you for doing that with me.
I haven't done that for a while. Well, for a few days at least.
That was fun. Well, thanks for everyone for being here. And again, Dr. Chan and I would love to have you involved in our project, the Creative Hearts Awakening book collaboration. It's a minimal cost. It's a minimal amount of time. And all you have to do is reach out to either one of us. Dr. Chan's email address is here, madalenecarolchan@gmail.com. Also, you can purchase a copy of her book, which I have packed away to take with me, so I don't have it here.
There it is.
There it is. Star Child. There you go.
You do know that you're one of the characters here, don't you?
Of course I do, yes.
Yeah. Do you know what's really weird? It's like now the characters are actually appearing in people's that are humans, like here, creative beings. So you're the goddess of inspiration, goddess of light, which is inspiration. So it's...
Thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah. And I know it's you. Look at this. It's you.
Wow. Let me spotlight you. Hold on.
Look. There's Dr. JACALYN. Oh, this way.
In the white?
Yes.
Yes, with the blue hair.
And the blue hair. And look at the crown.
Love it.
It's like a Statue of Liberty.
It's fabulous. I love it.
That's you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's you.
All right, my dear friend, we have to go because we have the listening mentor with Caroline Hewitt coming up after this. So thank you so much for being here. And we will look forward to seeing you on Monday for A Woman's Prerogative. I'm there, A Woman's Prerogative. Well, anyway, you have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, people. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And, you know, stay in your heart. Let your heart lead. Stay in your heart. And come and join us. Come and be part of this book because we want it to be epic. It is the creative heart of evolution. Yay! Collective consciousness. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.